off.
In this Facebook.
And call in at 678-661-1819 with questions, comments,
1714.
looking forward to it. Thanks.
1714.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm supposed to put in there. Okay, right. Dum, 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 dum. Getting us ready. Okay. Sound effects. It's called practice. Boom, boom. We're so calm and quiet right now.
About to get drunk before I get on this mic.
Huh?
I'm about to get drunk before I get on the mic.
That's okay. He said that's what we need to do. He said we need to be ready. That's what Red said. That's okay. You know, I'm unscripted.
Let me go get some more water.
Oh, you gotta see if Red's ready. You got the other stuff?
There's a different button that time, right?
You buying? If y'all have something to say, I see y'all watching over there. I'm gonna talk over my music. Y'all call in 678-661-1819 if you have something you want to say. I'll be peeping over this way every now and then and try to read your comments. But 678-661-1819, and then everybody can hear y'all. Okay? You can be whoever you want to be. You don't have to say your real name. Y'all too. 678-661-1819. Comments, feedback. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. Well, every night, really. We're going to be all over the place tonight. This the calmest y'all gonna see us tonight. So y'all better enjoy it. We're never this calm. Not live, we not. Oh, all the way from London. Hi. My name is Pr1ma. Pr1ma, just Pr1ma. Call in. I don't know if London, the number's different, but in America, over here, the number is 678-661-1819, okay? Call if you have something to say. Hey, Let's see how this gonna work if we make Harold live with us. We'll still be able to see everybody else, won't we? I think the screen splits. Hit that and hit view request. Let's see if we see Harold. Hit go live. She should split on the screen. Oh, we don't see you, Harold. Hey, girl. Don't.
Hi, this is Pr1ma with Candy Go Conversations with me, Miss Pr1ma. Tune in every Thursday night from 8:30ish to 10ish to see what we have going on. We talk about everything under the sun. Nothing is off limits. And call in 678-661-1819.
Is it now?
Thanks.
All right, practice them. You're getting more better. All right, this is ready. Okay, okay. Y'all got everything going on. I was gonna say, Harold, let's see your face, not just your forehead, girl, not just your forehead. Y'all see Harold? Okay, well, you can watch us in the car. They waving at you, girl.
Hi, this is Pr1ma with Candy Go Conversations with me, just Pr1ma. Tune in every Thursday night from 8:30ish to 10ish to see what we have going on. We talk about everything under the sun. Nothing is off limits. And call in 678-661-1819 with questions, comments, and feedback. Looking forward to it. Thanks.
Now for me. All right. It is Thursday night, y'all. Is my mic on? Yay, enough? Okay. It is Thursday night, y'all. Welcome to Candid Co-Ed Conversations with me, just me, Pr1ma. I'm on every Thursday night from 8:30ish to 10ish. If you want to listen in, you can go to Live 365 app, look for Caribbean Life Radio, and then you'll hear us. That's the listen. If you want to watch us live, like Facebook or YouTube, the best view, I can't show y'all right now, but the best view is if you go on Caribbean Life TV. On Caribbean Life TV, you can see all the different cameras and see all this at different views. So that's the best way. Otherwise, you can stay on my Instagram, JUSTPR1MA, or on my YouTube. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, guy. Look, Mellow, hey. And on YouTube, it's JUSTPR1MA, just Pr1ma. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, call 678-661-1819. That's live during the show, so everybody can hear you. Everybody that's watching, everyone that's listening, they can hear you. Carolyn was peeping in. We miss you, Carolyn. She's out of town. We miss Jordan. Today is Jordan's birthday. Woo woo! He turned 30. So I thought we were gonna have shots with him tonight, but we're not gonna have shots tonight. I guess we'll wait till next week. Okay?
You can still have shots.
Yeah, and Yanni won't be here. Ivan Dominic, he owes us shots from his birthday. I haven't forgotten. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, JUSTPR1MA. If you would like to be a sponsor, if you'd like to give donations or be a guest, call 770-322-4022. And you'll speak to me. Yay! I think I did all the housekeeping stuff. Okay. What is your, y'all, our first stuff when we first began. Let's do our introduction. I will go last. Um,
I'm Yanni Blank.
okay.
Um,
Yanni Blank today, y'all.
my week has been spiritually challenged.
Spiritually challenged, okay.
I feel okay now because I got everything I need.
Yay.
And I'm always happy to be on the playground. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being present.
Oh, you don't know there or no? You don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
saying autumn.
Dominic.
Dominic.
This week has been busy. My students have a performance tomorrow. I
Yay.
won't be able to be there because I have to be at work at the other job.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure they're going to do a magnificent job, so I ain't worried about it.
Boo boo.
And I'm still feeling good. Like I'm good.
Feeling good, feeling great.
Yeah.
Yay, yay. And how about you, young lady?
Michelle. My week has been very quiet.
Okay.
Spiritually challenged.
Mm-hmm.
Taking some time to myself, praying and doing some meditation. But God is still good, no matter what.
Yay. That is true. Sound effects. All right, our technical person.
I'm Roscoe, and my week has been long and too long, and still long. So other than that, I'm doing okay.
All right. How you doing this weekend today?
I'm good.
That's it, everything. Y'all know I do pop-ups, so if you in the room with us, I might get you. Hey everybody, I don't know who everybody is on there, but hi. I see some new names. So hi. My name is Pr1ma. My week has been spiritually challenged too. Naturally and physically challenged also. I have been busy. I am thankful. I am grateful. I did go get a Reiki session yesterday that was much needed. Like I called my girl like, hey, I need you. Like I need you. And I also got a massage stretch beat down. Y'all, I'm talking about beat down by me and Gal Kai. And she was on here with us last year and did demonstrations, y'all. And that was thanks to Goddess Survivor and Yanni. That's the same person, in case y'all didn't know. That's the same person. But she's in the same body, okay? How about that? She's in the same body. And I needed that too. And I'm just now feeling like I'm not beat up today, like physically, because when I tell y'all I was beat down, I'm gonna use good words. I was beat beep down, okay? And I will be going back, and I am thankful for that also. Yeah, sound effects. Okay. So, y'all know we've had a very interesting week. We already did our shout outs. Joey is on the way, so we don't have to give him a shout out. And Ashley, we did Jordan, and the other Dominic, number one. And Harold, and so we got everybody. Okay, so we said we was going to briefly go over the ancestral veneration, and I mean very quickly because Thomas asked our thoughts about it. How do we feel? Have we practiced it? I gave my answer last week. So any of you want to join in on the ancestral veneration? Like, do y'all believe in it? Have you done it? Do you practice it? Do you honor? Anything you want to say about it? And if you don't say anything. Okay, I'm looking on there to see if Thomas is there yet.
Can we do it in definition? Like,
How do you honor are you a person that honors your ancestors? Have you, and if you do, in what way? That's the quick version. Because every culture that practices it does different. Right. Anybody, everybody.
So,
Nobody.
I'm Latina. So just recently, I'm Latina, and just recently in the last couple of years, I studied on history, especially my culture. So I heard a preacher preaching when all the stuff went down with Floyd, the situation. And she was talking about how that she didn't care what her children brought home to her as a significant other, as long as they had the Holy Spirit inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was, I thought it was funny, but she was married to, she's Puerto Rican, but she was married to a Dominican,
Mm-hmm.
dark-skinned man. So she made a joke saying he wanted to go out and walk the dog at night, and she's like, "Are you kidding me? Not right now, not at this time." She's like, "Do you look at the color of your skin?" So with saying that, I learned a lot from her. And I learned about my history as a Latina. So I don't know, a lot of people know this or not, but African American people would not be, Puerto Rican American Latino people would not be here if it wasn't for African American people, because we interbred on the island
Mm-hmm.
before we came to the States.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was very interesting. God bless my father's soul, he was Taino Indian.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned a lot about my culture after he passed away. But I do believe in it. I find it interesting. I've been wanting to buy one of those ancestral things that they sell,
Like the kids.
like the kids,
Mhm.
to find out a little bit more
About.
my upbringing. But I definitely know. Part of my family, we're multicultural.
Yes, Lord.
colored. So I definitely look for that. But just an interesting fun fact. To know.
Terrible.
There is a we have Latino,
I'm sorry.
we have Puerto Rican parades every year,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how they have the skirts and the white and they dress, the turbans and everything like that, a lot like the
Uh-huh.
African American people. Well, I have a video. I wish that I could show it to you right now, but it's on my TikTok page.
You have to show
where
us later.
it shows the dark skin dancing to the Latino music,
Mm-hmm.
and how, just gives you a little bit of information on how we came to be. in the
Yeah.
States.
So you have to share it with us.
Yes, absolutely.
Right, Diane? Keep that right there. Just keep it right there. Okay.
Okay, so-
Anybody else?
I
Ancestral.
Well, I'm scared to do it because I know somebody and they found out they had some more kids. So and
Hey, y'all.
their dad did it, and that's how it got traced back to them.
Mm.
But I think it's good if you know where you're from and where you came from. Cut out all the myths and all that stuff. So I
You talking about the ancestry.com. Okay.
I do believe it's a good thing to do. It's a great thing.
Okay.
I believe in honoring your ancestors. I still play with my Oracle decks.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 2 days ago, it said connect with your ancestors. I said that was real funny. That's what I was saying. Like, here we go. But multiple ways, I do try to connect with my ancestors. I believe in it. I think you should. And that was it.
Okay, Dominic.
For me, I feel like my ancestors live in me some little weird way.
That's why
But-
you're able to connect.
Right.
Yeah. But my culture, as far as my background goes, my mom's side of the family is from Switzerland, and my father's side of the family is from here. But my father's side of the family are Native American, but it's spelled with a W. I don't know how to
Okay.
pronounce it, but yeah. So
That's
I
cool.
feel like my ancestors definitely live inside of me because I'm only 45 and I have an old soul.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I can't explain it. But when I have conversations with my grandparents when they was alive, they understood it.
Mm-hmm.
I just roll with it. So
Okay. Yay. All right. So that's it about that. Hey. Cash Babe to Shranka. Hey, y'all. Okay, so we were talking junk about the old president that staged his shooting. So, thoughts on Biden stepping down? Y'all's thoughts on Biden stepping down? Roscoe made a comment in here a few minutes ago, said he got bullied off the playground. So that's why he gave up the fight. But what were your initial thoughts? Or I'll give mine, and then y'all can think if y'all want to do it that way. Because y'all know I have a lot of stuff in my head. I was disappointed that Biden stepped down. Yeah, I was disappointed. That was my first thing, disappointed. Both of them are old as hell to me. Biden supposedly had COVID, and that affected his cognitive like they claim it can with anybody who has COVID. I wish he had not have stepped down. However, that allowed Kamala to get nominated. I have heard a lot of people mispronounce her name and say Kamala, whatever her name is, Kamala. Everybody doesn't know how to, everybody may not flow off their tongue the same. But Kamala Harris. So I thought that was great that he endorsed her or whatever. However, we had some private conversations, and in those private conversations, there were some people that felt like she had it in the bag because she is a woman, and that women would automatically vote for Kamala. And my response to that person was, unfortunately, I know that to not be true. We do have women. When I was in ministry, I don't act like I was in ministry, y'all, but there was a time that I was in ministry. And there were lots of female. I received a lot of flack from women more so than men, because the women felt like women should not be in the pulpit. Women should not be in leadership. We're supposed to be subservient. And I know that they confused your household and your husband being submissive, or I don't want to say subservient, but for lack of a better word, so everyone would understand. In your household, that's one thing. In your job, in your position, that's something completely different. So I watched the news, and I saw some men, very dark men, that said that they were more discouraged about the election than they were when it was Biden and Trump, because they were initially Biden supporters, but once Biden endorsed Kamala, now they're leaning toward Trump, because they don't feel like a woman should be in leadership or run the country. So I don't think it's an easy fight for her, and I feel like she's going to experience probably more challenges than Biden, but challenges again not just from men but from women as well. And also, I was asked, well, who do you think she should choose as a vice president? And different people said Michelle, and I'm like, no, Michelle doesn't want to do politics, and she's black. So I feel like she should choose a white male or either a white female. But people that, there are some people that are saying she should pick a woman, a black woman, and, I think she will lose. So she will lose. But I will be voting for Kamala. And I don't care who she chooses. She could choose Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Daffy Duck. Like I said, I'm voting for anybody besides Trump. So, hey. And she could choose, Robert F. Kennedy is supposed to be an independent. But maybe if he joins on the bandwagon because he couldn't be Democrat initially. I don't know. But I don't have a preference for a vice president like I was asked. I don't have a preference, but I will be voting Democrat still. So that hopefully can jog some thoughts. I digress.
My take on it is, it's this is like watching Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives,
2.0.
2.0, Baywatch, Miami Vice, all the fuss they made about Donald Trump and his charges. Then a law came about, I don't know if it's true or not, where a president can't be arrested. Then
Can't be charged.
another thing came about that the charges that he has do not warrant going to jail. He'll just pay a fine. Then he gets shot.
He did not get shot.
And
You
then
cannot say that on Prima show anymore.
Joe Biden, the interim, the president now, stepped down. This right here, man, getting like watching Empire or watching
Power, honey, power.
sitcom on TV. And me personally, now when you talk about being real, a lot of other nationalities don't believe in a woman being head.
Correct.
I think because American black women are so forceful and so strong, and in a small circle, they speak out a lot. But in a world realm, a lot of other men believe that black women are too forceful, or they too headstrong, or they try to dominate, or they try to boss too much. So I don't think she's gonna get it. I think it's just buying time.
If you could vote,
Who would I
a
vote for?
Democrat or a Republican, with the people that are voting, the people that are running now, I want y'all to say who y'all would vote for.
Well,
You don't have to, because you know it's supposed to be private if you want to, but
I don't think you should say who you vote for. But me personally, I think you should vote for the best person.
who's the best person between Trump and Kamala?
We don't know neither one of them.
Okay, so who's the best
But
person?
we do know that Trump was the president before, and it wasn't any wars. It wasn't a lot of stuff going on that's going on now. And I have heard people say their interest rate on their mortgage was lower. I heard people say their 401k was better when Trump was in office.
Oh, so you would vote for Trump. Okay, pass the mic. We don't like Trump supporters here.
So a lot of things they say he done, those men been doing it all their life. That's how you got people, that's how you got a lot of complexion blacks. That's how you got the mulattoes. That's
Because of what?
because the white men having affairs. That's how you got the Creoles, the Geechees, you got the Kelp women, all the different type of things, all the different races with the Brazilians, Dominicans. Like the young lady just, like Michelle just said, her father was an Indian. She derived, right, so you had the Aztec Indians, you had the Inca Indians, and all that come from white men trying to conquer and dominate and impregnating other women.
And then they taught Negroes and other races to do it, because
Right.
they're not the only ones
And
that
then
did
when we
it.
start doing it, we get in trouble.
Okay. So you're
So-
voting for Trump.
Right. I'm
Okay.
gonna stick with a real. At least I know what I'm dealing with. So for the records, for your records, I'm voting for Trump because he's a real G.
That's good.
And I dropped the mic.
Okay.
Trump,
Oh,
how's
yeah?
your boy?
Kamala, definitely.
Kamala.
Kamala, how do you say
Oh,
Kamala.
oh,
Uh-uh.
One more thing. Let me hold up, Michelle. Michelle, when black inmates in California, when she was a district attorney, the blacks, and she admitted this, so Google it, that she kept Hispanics and blacks incarcerated longer than she did
Who?
whites. Kamala.
How did she?
Because she was the DA.
Oh, okay. So she determines how long they want to stay
Right.
independently.
Yes.
I don't believe that's true. Because she
Okay.
can't do it independently.
Well, you know, she can tell somebody what to do. It's ways to doing things.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that she had a reason why, though, even if that's true.
Just like the president
But just
doesn't really
Google it.
run.
She said it. She said it.
But
We
I
went-
I'll research it.
I
Yeah,
was
research.
discussing.
I still
discussing
wouldn't
this
vote for Trump. I'm
topic
still
with
voting for
someone
Kamala.
else.
Okay,
just-
stick yourself.
discussing this topic with someone else, and
Mhm.
I really think that this country needs a change. I think she's a very powerful, strong woman. I would definitely vote for her. And
Don't
for
do
her
it.
for her second, definitely. I mean, I'm surprised she hasn't run yet, but Michelle Obama, definitely. I think there are two.
Well, she can get Oprah.
Yeah, well, I think they're too powerful.
She
They're
might
very,
win then.
very strong, powerful women together that they can make this
Why not
country
Kanye
move
West?
and do different. I'm
Well, why
sorry.
don't you endorse him?
Why not Kanye
Your voice
West?
matters.
Kanye West, I don't know about
You
him.
talking about Oprah and Michelle Obama?
No, I said those are the ones that
I
can
mean,
help
pretty
her
much,
come up.
pretty much anybody can run this country
Right.
the way that things have gone. But I think, you know what? I think I knew from the door when she became vice president that she had enough strength to run this country. Really, really. I mean, that she had a very powerful seat to begin with. She's very well spoken. She cuts no corners. She's straight to the point. I've watched her. I've watched her, I've heard her speak, and just recently just listened to a speech that she gave. So I would support her 100%.
Okay, you two over here.
Keep it
Any
100.
thoughts? Biden stepping down and
I mean,
Kamala.
I'm not Trump's friend or anything, but I do think I respect his gangster. I think he's amazing. I think he's a genius like Kanye West. I mean, I could vote for Kanye too. I am a black woman,
Mhm.
so I think it is my duty.
Respect
Take that vote.
Right.
I think it's my duty to support her. But I do that for like any black people. If they were something like handkerchiefs, you know what I'm saying? I buy it.
Mhm.
I ain't believe.
I think Trump is a good businessman and a not good businessman, right? But do I think he should run the United States of America? I do not. That's
Think
what I'm
about
saying.
They were saying all that stuff about Putin and Kim Jong-un. Trump went right over there and told him, said, set it off if you want to.
But he doesn't know, no president runs it, right? We know that the powers that be run it. He's the spokesperson. So, like you said, respect the game. There are people that put in place that's going to be protected to go be the spokesperson. So that's what he did. He played his part.
The Fortune 500 runs the world.
So it ain't Trump.
But no, he's the face.
That's my
See,
point.
I'm going to tell you the problem was, you never thought it would be a black man that was president. That was a career. You could be a black
There
quarterback.
has been 3 already. Obama made the 3rd black president.
And you never thought that it was going to be a clown, Trump, as president either.
So they let you
But
know.
he was.
Simpsons told you that there
Yes.
was going to be a clown president.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to remember that.
Simpsons told us a lot of stuff.
Yes, because you got to remember that the people behind the Simpsons is actually the ones that run the world.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's not paying attention. So
Even the movies. We talked
yeah,
about
you
that.
got to pay real close attention to the movies and the cartoons. So,
Yeah, you know, but. think
So
about it.
Dominic is telling his story. Dominic.
So, I would say this. I wish my phone stopped.
Mine is doing something too. It's like the internet, I think.
Yeah.
I told Trump
Yeah,
to shut
that's
y'all
what it
down.
is.
I think that's what's
I don't
happening.
care, it don't matter.
I think that's what's happening.
So
Trump the chump.
for me, honestly, my personal, in my mind, opinion, there is time for a change. But I also know that in the world, America is the only country that has not had a female president. There are currently 4 countries that's actually ran by a female. The crime has been down in that country. There's no, violence or anything of that nature. The country has been better. Now, do I feel
Can you
like
find that
Miss
song? Who
Harris-
runs the world? Girls. Beyonce. Find that song.
Yeah, don't push it though. But I do feel like, Miss Harris, I pray that, everything comes out to her benefit. And if it does, awesome. But if it don't, shit, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
When it come down to Trump, I wish my phone really stopped. It's bugging me. When it come down to Trump, I love the fact that he is an awesome businessman. I truly, truly do. I love the fact that he is willing and he wants to go ahead and tell us the truth. That the Caucasians has been holding on for so long. So yeah, I love that factor in a lot of aspects. But let's just say hypothetically speaking that she does win. I do pray that her vice president is a businessman and that is willing to also do the same thing as Trump is willing to do. And that's technically set America, not just more so America, but definitely Africans free. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I have a comment on here. It says, when someone is found guilty,
Mm-hmm.
the judge gets to use their discretion within the limits of the law to enforce the length of sentences, right? Amen. So the DA can give a recommendation, Kamala, but the judge decides the sentence. Okay. So
Oh,
now
as far
let's.
as the Kamala and the California situation, that was accusations, so
Right.
that has not been
Proven,
to be
I know.
facts. So we cannot assume, but we like to lie on people, and sometimes the lies can be true, and sometimes the lie is just that, it's a damn lie. So you'll never know the truth because the reality is they only gonna tell you what they want you to know on televisions because that's just what it is. The television tell lies.
So you
It's just in the
measure.
vision formation. So it just depends on, your authentic truth and belief. So it is what it is.
So y'all saw how fast talking about lies on the television. Y'all saw how fast when Biden stepped down on Sunday. On Monday they had all these commercials, the Republicans and Trump and all, whoever put out the commercials saying that it was not Biden that did so and so and so. It was Kamala.
Right.
She is the one. She is the
Right.
one that's guilty. She knew he was incompetent. She knew. I was like, damn, if I could make videos that fast, y'all, I'd be popping. I'd be monetized by now.
So-
If I could be creative and come up with stuff
So check this out.
Immediately.
So
immediately.
I like Tyler Perry shows and movies and
Mhm.
all that because it teaches you stuff. So he has this show called The Oval.
Yes.
And on The Oval, the white man, the president,
Uh-huh.
he OD'd. So the
Mhm.
black man took charge. So just imagine if that did happen with Biden, because we know reality is Biden is too old and so is Trump. That's the reality.
Right, both.
I believe in my mind there should be an age limit
Me
that
too.
you can vote, that you can run for presidency. But on that particular episode, the vice president ended up running the country because he wasn't able to, because he wasn't fit at that moment in time. It was temporary. So just imagine if he temporarily stepped down and she did run the president for a moment, 6 months, a year, whatever. How would y'all feel about that?
I would be okay with them. I just want to know how the men, honestly, there are a lot of men that feel like women should not be in leadership, right? Especially to that point, or to that degree.
I feel like
So-
women keep us grounded. The right woman,
Mm-hmm.
they definitely keep me grounded. I can't speak for other men, but the right woman keeps me grounded. So I think if women plays a part in this world, they're needed.
Who raising these children?
Yeah, you
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying who raises the men, who raises the women, who
Real quick. And another thing, I feel like the reason why they feel, quote unquote, that brown women are too boisterous, because you have to understand how long they have been silent, how long they have been beaten down to every time they open their mouth, somebody butcher them or bash them or discredit them for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? So at this point in their life and time, they have every right to say what they want to say and feel how they want to feel. I mean, it's their turn, it's their time. Shit, I'm waiting on respiration. Fuck all that shit. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna say about if you want to talk about women of color, right? Let's see what he got to say.
Women of color, of any shade,
Period.
always been on top.
You feel like that?
I know that.
How?
Women of color,
In what aspect?
How? Right.
all over the world, women of color always, every race of man loves a woman of color.
Yeah.
That don't mean they on top. What you
Look at
mean?
the laws
On
that
top
were
of some
made.
dick?
Here in Georgia, my kid's great-great-grandmother, we was sitting around talking. I say, why, you need some help financially? She said, no, baby, I'm okay, because my daddy was a white man. And on the Georgia law books, a white man can have an affair with any race of woman,
Yeah.
long as she wasn't the same race as his wife. So if he was having an affair with an Indian, a Hispanic, an Asian, or a black woman, his wife could not divorce him and get nothing. She
That
could.
is crazy.
So
I'm confused about the on top. Women always been on top. That's what I'm trying
women
to
of
say.
color always has been in favor for them. Now some women know how to work their mojo and get what they want. But then you got some who say they stick with us and they get mad because they got a bad knucklehead dude and they say, oh, we've been deprived and depressed and all that. But women of color always been.
Well, I guess it depends on what you mean on top. Because his definition on top sounds different than your definition on top. Because just because we are desired
And
does not mean that we're on top.
And then the thing about it, you gotta
Y'all
look
been
at.
through a lot.
You gotta look at.
Harold, now you
Go
know I
back-
can't talk to you on Marco Polo and you know I'm live.
Go back to the Bible. Who was here first, the male or the female?
Okay.
So then who wrote the Bible?
So hold
Don't get
on.
biblical. You're getting biblical.
So listen to what you just said. What you just said was who was first, the male and the female. The part that nobody do not know because it's not put in the Bible
was
for a
both.
reason. At the time when Yahweh made humanity, He actually made
Both. That's
at
what
the
I was going to say at the
same
same time. That's
He made-
that part.
Hold on, allow me to finish, please. He made both at the same time. And the problem was the fact when he gave order for the man to be the head and the woman to follow, you know what I mean? And so that means he's supposed to lead, she's supposed to follow side by side. Because she was headstrong at the door, that was a problem.
She was smarter.
She hell
She
yeah.
could communicate better.
Hell yeah, I give some of y'all women mad props. For real, for real. You know
That
what
is
I mean?
true.
And that's a true statement. That's accurate. So
And Adam
what
means
you-
humankind. Let me say
Right.
that it does not
Let
mean
him-
It
man.
does not mean man, it means humankind. So what happened was because she wouldn't even listen to Yahweh. That's the person who made you. You know what I'm saying? So he put her to the back burner or kicked her out wherever she went. And that's when he put Adam in that deep sleep to take the rib and made Eve.
Right.
That's how that originally came about.
I
You know what I
got you.
mean? And the problem that we run into to me in my mind as men, and this is before you, before me, before us, period. Caucasians, we gotta keep in mind, try and use the Bible in their aspect to keep us in slavery mental format, right?
Right.
So
Act right
when
now.
they sit there and say, "Oh, I am the man, I am the head," because it says right here in the Bible, you have to do what I say. That is not what Yahweh meant.
It wasn't
At
how
all.
it was written
What
initially
is
either.
originally is actually written where the man walks with Yahweh and the woman walks with the man. That's originally how
I
it's
got you.
supposed to be.
Let
You
me
know
ask
what I'm
you,
saying?
what's the
So-
dominant in America? What's the dominant religion?
What's the dominant religion in America?
The two dominant religions in America.
In my mind, because I'm not religious, you gotta remember, I'm more spiritual. So from my understanding and my readings, it's Catholic and Baptist or Christianity, however y'all look at it. But
Okay.
those are the two dominant
And
ones from my
those
understanding.
two, they put man first.
Mhm. Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that's right, but these are the bylaws that was set by them.
Mhm.
So when you start talking about a woman being president, head, then you're talking about she being president, didn't have a white man to be her assistant vice president.
A white man, her husband.
That ain't gonna fly. Not America.
I'm just saying a white man is her husband. She do
Right.
have a point there, my friend. She do have a better
So what
point.
it's supposed
And
to
one thing about Miss Harris, because I don't want to butcher her name, is the fact she do have a Caucasian husband and he supports her 110%. Ain't no
He's
difference.
married
That's
to
a lot.
her.
He's married to her, and 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you, before she decided to say yes to
She
running for
spoke with her
president, she
husband.
spoke with her husband.
Right.
And I guarantee you, he probably sat there and told her, baby, yes, do it. And this is what you need to do, how to do it, and why to do it.
And I got you.
And I got you.
Because he's gonna benefit from it.
Okay, that's how it
That's
should be
just
all
like
the
us,
time.
you know
Right.
what I'm
That's how it
saying?
should be all the time.
That's just, you get what I'm saying?
Right, I got you.
When I marry my wife, I'm gonna support her 110%, whatever it is that she wanna do.
I got you on that part, Dominique. But in America, just because you married to a white wife, you got a white wife or a white husband, it still don't neglect how do you people think.
Yeah, that's
The 1% who they say control the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to think about. We can have all these conversations. We can have a big thing at a coliseum, and everybody can be on the same page. But that 1% who say yay or nay determines the outcome.
So I said, do you think a woman, would you vote for a woman?
Yes, I would vote for a woman.
Okay.
But the thing,
That's all she wanted to know.
Right.
but the thing about America, don't see it that way. I was at the driver license place, renewing my license, and a lady was beside. She was next behind me. So I stepped to the side so the lady could step to the counter. A guy behind her walked around her from another country, said she had to wait. And they had to
678-661-1819, y'all. I see y'all over here and right here. If y'all want to say anything, call in.
The guy said, because in his country, women go after men.
But he is not in his country.
All right.
But
So you have to play by the rules. So if I go, for
Okay.
example, if I
so
go,
that same man over here, when they come down to voting for a male or a female, he will vote for a male.
Okay, we changed the subject. Shonda Rhimes or Tyler Perry?
who and who?
Shonda Rhimes, y'all know, for those of y'all know who that is, the author, the writers, the playwrights, whatever. Shonda Rhimes versus Tyler Perry. Their shows,
She's
their
the author
movies.
of Scandal.
She did Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, name something else.
I say both.
Do y'all have a preference? Shonda.
For the writers,
For writers?
I don't have
Grey's
a preference.
Anatomy,
What do you mean, preference in writing or?
their shows, because there was something on TV. Okay, I got Shonda Rhimes right here. Shonda Rhimes or Tyler Perry?
they're different.
Yeah, they
I
different.
said,
That's why I
What do
what
you
is your
prefer?
preference?
I prefer both. I rock with both.
I'll rock with both too.
Okay, celebrity game shows.
Yeah.
Family Feud.
What is the name of the show that Jamie Foxx hosts with his daughter? Anybody?
Shazam.
Yay, y'all so smart. Okay, Niecy Nash,
What about it?
her show, the celebrity game show. What's the name of it?
Name that tune.
Niecy Nash.
No,
Shit.
not name that
Flower
song.
girl, cause she always got a flower in her hair.
No, what's the name of the game show that she hosts? Ding, 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 ding.
Child, my fingers ain't gonna move fast enough.
Y'all don't know?
Right.
It ain't filling the blanks, but it is that concept. That ain't the name of it. What's the name of it? Don't cheat.
Well, this is the only time I get to cheat. Other than that, I ain't gonna
Niecy
cheat.
Nash, what's the name of the show she hosts?
I just told you. Flower girl.
Y'all haven't watched it then.
No, I haven't.
It's called Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Same thing.
It's good.
Alright.
Yay. Okay.
I don't have time to watch.
All right. So we had something else that happened Friday before I get into some more stuff. Friday, we left here, got up, went to work. I went to work and wasn't a darn thing working at work. So I couldn't do any patients on Friday. And why? Does anybody know why? Did anybody have any
Everything shut
hiccups?
down. Everything shut down.
My day ain't perfect.
Mine did not.
Friday, I don't know, but it was perfect. I remember people talking about other issues. I'm like, oh,
The crowd strike company and Microsoft, everything being shut down and the flight shut down and nobody could go.
Oh my God, that could be me. That's not
That
me.
could be you, because as much as you were going
Exactly.
somewhere.
That's why I was
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm so happy I'm not there.
Yeah,
Everything shut down.
shut down. So I felt sorry for the people that were stuck.
Yeah,
I
just
know
all the
of some
babies
people that were stuck.
on
Right.
the floor and things.
Yeah, they didn't have places to sleep. Some people did, they were able to be accommodated, but the food, the place to lay down, to bathe, to be comfortable. I'm talking about days they were out of it. And I think they still haven't gotten everything going, but they're much better today than they were. So do y'all know anybody that was affected? Neither one of us were affected.
I had a client.
I'm saying at the airport, like couldn't fly and couldn't
Nah,
travel.
I
I
had a
was
client that was
affected at
stuck in
work.
Miami.
Yeah, what?
I had a client that was stuck in Miami Friday. They didn't make it back till Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's a long time. And everybody didn't get hotel accommodations, and they said the rental cars were gone, and blah blah blah. And then Clayton County, some organization Clayton County gave like hygiene and care packs to
You know, y'all
the
say
people
I'm
in the-
crazy and I'm a radical thinker. And
I didn't say
stuff. Check this out. That's just the first time. Each time it happens, it's gonna get worse and worse.
Second time.
When was the
Okay.
first time?
That's the second time it happened in the 90s.
Mhm.
Okay, but see, we didn't have the internet like we did now, and the airplanes and the phone system, and people couldn't go to the doctor. Watch. That was just a test. That was just a test. Just like the COVID was. And if you think about it, every 10 to 20 years, it's a plague or an epidemic or an outbreak. However you want to title it.
So check this out. So have you
Hey,
noticed?
Thomas.
Have you noticed in April it didn't rain that much, but in July it rained that
More.
much whole month?
Mm-hmm. It did. When normally they say April showers and rain flowers.
Mhm.
Things changing, global warming.
Everything is
What we
changing.
doing to the environment?
And the real reason why it's changing, number one, because they keep, excuse my language, fucking with shit.
Yeah.
Some shit you just need to leave alone.
Yes.
It's just, to me, common sense. Why make stuff worse?
So you
than
think they
what
can
it
control the weather?
Yes.
is? In some aspects, they actually can.
By doing stuff.
Yeah,
Hmm.
some aspects, they actually can.
What's the
You
top?
Be careful.
Top lost items, lost and found at the airport.
Luggage.
Right.
Nope. What else?
Keys.
Nope. They did a
Top
survey.
Item?
Top
ID.
items lost at the airport. That's found at lost and found.
Earbuds. ID. Books.
It says electronics, jewelry,
How about
and
cell
laptops,
phones?
electronics,
Cell
that
phones,
kind of
yeah.
stuff. And they only keep it for 30 days, and after 30 days, they claim they discard it. But
No, they
somebody
don't.
taking it home.
Somebody taking it home.
That Pr1ma and birthday and all that stuff. Mama, guess what I got? Okay. Next. Did y'all see? I don't know if y'all. Harold gave us some homework,
Mm-mm.
and I watched it.
Talk too long.
I watched it.
After 2 minutes, I was done. Yeah, don't worry about
Okay,
it.
so she sent us a video though. She sent us a video, and I saw it on the news though about
video?
Sonya Massey
Yes, Lord.
in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I
So,
heard
well,
about
not
that.
Chicago,
I heard
but it's
about that.
Illinois. Yeah,
I
same
read
difference,
about
my
that. I read about
Okay, so let me give a brief of what I recall, and anybody can jump in whenever. But what are your thoughts? So, Sonya Massey, she was at home. She's a 36-year-old black woman that suffered with schizophrenia and paranoia. She called 911 to get some help because she thought it was an intruder breaking in her house or whatever. So 2 white officers come to the door and they asked, what's going on. We searched all around your house. They were aggressive. To me, their tone was aggressive. We searched all around your house. How can we help you? You could tell she was struggling. So if you didn't know she had mental illness, well, she seemed like she had mental illness to me, but somebody that may not be aware. So that's, my mama told me common sense ain't common. But you could tell she paused in her speech. So you could have thought she had mental illness. You could have thought she was sleepy. You could have thought she was high. You could have thought she was drunk. You could have thought, but she did not speak right away and answer the questions that she was asked by the police. This was on July 6th also. They went in because they was trying to search, to make sure everything was good, and they was asking her a few questions. She went and sat on the sofa, and then sitting on the sofa, they asked her, about her ID, because they asked her name, and she was slow about giving her last name or whatever. And one of the officers was like, it shouldn't take you that long to give me your last name. You ought to know your last name. It ought to be not that hard, basically. And she was like, oh, and one of the other officers was like, look at all that paper on the table, and maybe you have some ID or something like that. They were on their cameras, but they were showing her house, like panning through her house because her house was not the cleanest. You know, where was it the neatest? Because just because she had a whole lot of clothes and stuff in one room doesn't mean it was dirty. It was just a lot of stuff, right? So we just gonna say if you're in the natural and you don't know anything about mental illness, you don't know anything about spiritual things, you don't know anything, right? You just know it was a lot of stuff. So they were panning through a lot of stuff. So one of the officers, and I think it was that same officer, saw that it was a pot of water on the stove that was boiling, and said something about, hey, the water is boiling, we don't want to have a fire in here with us in here, is what he said. With us in here, we don't want to have a fire in here or whatever.
So you can have a fire
without us in there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So with us in here, we surely don't want a fire or something like that. So she got up. They told her to turn the fire off or whatever on the stove. So she goes over there with the hot water. And when she goes, she was like, "Oh, hot water." So the officer said something like, "Well, what's going on with the hot water?" Whatever she said, the officer said, they were trying to leave. Looked like they was about to leave. And she said, "Well, where are you going? Where are you going?" And whatever they said, she was like, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." So it seemed like this white man, I don't know if he has heard about black people and being rebuked, and he probably thought it was some voodoo or something. Right. You get what I'm saying? And he was afraid. But from her saying that, he was like, "You better not, or else I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face." Right. And that's what he did. So anyway, but before that, he was like, "Put the water down." So she was trying to put the water down, and on the video, it kind of blanks out, and it says that you can hear her say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." You know, right. She said it twice, and they said she was trying to put the water down, so she got on her knees and went down on her knees, and trying to put her hands up. The officer, and he was in the living room, she's in the kitchen, and it was a counter in between them and enough distance per the prosecutors. And he shot her in the face. He shot her 3 times, but shot her in the face and killed her. And she died on the floor, right? Hi, Joey. Died on the floor, right? So that officer, has worked in law enforcement in 6 different law enforcement agencies in the past 4 years. He's 30 years old. His name is Sean Grayson. He was arrested for 2 DUIs, they said, but he was indicted by the grand jury last week on 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated battery with a firearm. Oh, and then when the paramedics came, the paramedics asked, "Well, where is her gun?" Of course, there was no gun. It was a pot of hot water. So they was like, "So for a pot of hot water, you chose to shoot her in the face and kill her." So now he's in jail. Of course.
You know they're saying that boiling water is more deadly than, or they said that boiling sugar water can supposedly kill you. But
they saw that shit on a movie, and they hear black people talk about it.
I don't know the difference between boiling water and boiling sugar water.
She didn't have sugar water.
But they say boiling sugar water can kill you.
Boiling water can give you 3rd-degree burn.
Yeah, definitely.
2nd-degree burn, something like that.
Okay, but he was in the living room,
so
and she was in the kitchen.
Yeah, there's no. He just wanted to shoot and kill somebody, but the little he know when he get to prison.
So they should.
Because if not, he gonna die.
Right. So in 4 years, he's worked in 6 law enforcement agencies and could not do it anymore, right? And like I said, he was afraid because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
But did she throw the water?
She did not throw the water.
It looked at the end like she was trying to, though. I don't know if I saw
they
right.
closed. They took the video down. Huh?
No, you can't talk from the sidelines. You can't talk from the sidelines.
They said she didn't.
It's either you in or you out. Either you in or you out.
But even if she threw the water, he is in the living room and she was in the kitchen.
But listen, if somebody has boiling water,
they said she was in the living room, in the kitchen. That's why she was
in slow mo. They went around the corner.
But they indicted him and he was found guilty. Ashley gonna get on here.
Is you coming in? You can come in. Come on. You can come in.
She coming after she fix her drink. So the grand jury, after they looked at the videos, said that he was guilty.
Yeah, he's definitely
Right.
convicted. But my question
But
is,
they said that with her being in the kitchen, Ashley, with her being in the kitchen and them being in the living room, they said it was enough distance and space between them being in two different rooms. They said between the kitchen counter being there, that it was enough distance between them that he did not have to use deadly force.
I agree, but my question is, did she or did she not try to throw the water at this officer?
She could have.
In the video,
Even if
She could have.
the distance,
But it's
I get what
different,
you're
though.
saying.
It's
The
different,
difference, she wouldn't been able to reach. If the water would have been able to reach him.
because when I watched the video, I couldn't tell. Like, it looked like she dropped the pot at first. It looked like she wasn't. She said, okay.
They said, she said, I'm sorry. She said, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. So it looked like she stopped. But then at the end, it looked like she picked it back up and was trying to throw it at him. So that's why I'm kind of
Find the video. But either way, they said the grand jury that indicted him said that there was too much distance between her and them. So him using a gun and deadly force was not necessary. So that is why he was found, he is indicted for it.
Okay, so this is my thing. Number one, when she went down behind the counter and she went below, there's a slow-mo video that's going around where they slowed her down frame by frame. She went down behind the counter with the pot, and then she lunged up. She lunged up fast at the officer. When they're coming around the counter with guns already drawn. Now, we already know police are scary.
So why should they have their guns drawn
Now,
with a pot of water?
I do agree that it's excessive. They could have tased her, maced her in. They didn't have to kill the woman, but she did pop down and pop back up with the pot and threw it. And in the slow-mo video, the water went across the counter and you just see steam. All you see is the steam.
It didn't touch them. They were too far away.
It didn't touch them, but it went in their direction. She threw
eyes,
the water.
In the eyes of a law-abiding citizen, when the police officer told her to put the pot down, you better not do it. She should have stepped away from the pot and did whatever she wanted to do.
Again, she is schizophrenic and she has paranoia.
Right.
So officers, again, like we have said over and over again, are supposed to be trained to handle such a thing. And it's water.
Definitely, I agree.
Well, did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw it.
If you saw the video, you would see something is wrong with her.
No, not necessarily. No. When I
Yes,
first
you
saw the
did.
video, I didn't know nothing was wrong with her.
Look at this video and listen to how she
I didn't see all
talking.
this.
She threatened
I didn't see all
to
this. I
baptize
just saw the
them
clip.
in
I just saw the clip on
boiling
Instagram
hot
that when he was.
She said rebuke you in the
I
name
saw
of
that.
Jesus.
I saw that.
That ain't
I saw that.
baptizing.
But how's that schizophrenic though?
So they
Listen to her talking.
I
You do
didn't.
1 +
I didn't
1
see all that.
Listen to her talking. You'll hear that she was not mentally well.
I didn't hear it. I didn't get that.
Listen to the video.
The clip I saw, it seemed like she was just like an evangelistic type person. Like she was really,
No.
you know,
I
she
guess
said, I
what I'm
rebuke
not
you.
She was very
understanding
slow.
Why did the gun
Come out in the first
out
place.
in the first
Yeah.
That's what
place?
cops do.
That's
Though.
their first resort.
Yeah,
But hold on. But she called for
For help. That's what she said.
Because
Because she thought her an intruder.
But if you're a police officer and you tell a suspect, you better not throw that boiling water on me. And
She
the
had the
suspect
water
doesn't listen
boiling
to you.
before they got there.
Okay, even so, and you're a police officer, and you tell somebody, step away
That's
from
why
that
everybody
pot.
can't be police.
I would probably grab my taser.
The other officer
I understand it, but you grabbing something to restrain
Yeah, I'll
her.
grab
You
a
see, you
taser.
still grabbing something
Find
either
the video,
way.
Thomas. You
And
said she
I'm-
didn't throw it.
Frame by
Find
frame.
video.
Okay.
Because I didn't know, I was confused because it looked like she threw it at the very end, but it looked like she dropped the pot. But then she still had the pot in her hand, so it was conflicting to me. My only thing is, if she was schizophrenic,
Somebody
and
find
she
the
did do
video
that,
I got it.
with her popping up.
you know what I'm saying? Because it was crazy to me. If
But
she's
she did not. He
schizophrenic,
shot her 3 times about some
no.
water.
it was crazy.
Y'all know how many people
In
call
the face.
police
That was a
and say, I need some help, when the police
Here
get
it
there and
is
shoot
right
them.
here.
And then
This
shoot
man
him.
right here, he slowed it down frame by frame.
Go ahead.
And
That's
you're
it,
gonna
Gabrielle.
see her go
This is
down
Instagram?
behind the
Is
counter.
that Instagram?
Yeah, that's Instagram.
He said drop the
This
pot.
is a
She was
private-
trying to put the pot
We
down.
got sound
Oh,
on
let me
that?
see.
We got sound on
This
that?
page is private.
So this is when they first got there. So this is why.
No, this is not when they first got there. This
Oh,
is when they telling her to put the pot down.
Oh,
Sound,
ain't no sound.
Okay, so when they saw the
Sound,
pot,
sound.
when they saw the pot
If you listen to her talk,
I didn't hear
you know
that.
she is off, baby.
But
I
they
ain't-
saw
I ain't
the
get
pot
that.
boiling and they was worried about it. You know,
Okay, but if you a police
fight, why they just
officer-
cut it off?
What you mean cut it off? If you a police officer, you walk into a house and you tell somebody to sit down or you tell them to move away from the stove.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's her daddy.
They walked to the stove themselves. And
Right
saw
here.
shit.
No, they didn't do that until afterwards. They were staying behind the counter.
They didn't do what? You said what was
He
your?
said they walked to the. They didn't walk to her until after they shot her.
No, that's not what I'm
They
saying.
walked over by the counter.
They walked over there by the counter. They
They walked over
in
into toward the kitchen
They
first
saw
and
the-
said,
I don't know if she
Yeah,
coming
so
up with a
why they
gun or
just
not.
didn't
I don't know
turn
what she's doing. When she ducks down, I can't see her. Then he's
That's the whole
coming around.
point. Schizophrenic is not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like if the police is there, it's not
That
an
is an
excuse.
excuse.
It's not an excuse.
They
It's not an excuse.
paranoid.
Just
They
like the dude that
paranoid
just
on-
was schizophrenic that shot the dude in the leg and took the bus on the
Yeah,
what's called? He was schizophrenic.
Yeah.
He was just on the interview, reporter saying da 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 da. 2 seconds later, he took over the bus. And is he
So
schizophrenic?
what's your thoughts? Your thoughts is she shouldn't have had the pot of water, so that's why she got shot.
Yeah,
This
my
is
part
the
is that.
frame by frame.
Yeah.
She still had water.
My part is
You see
that,
the
yeah.
pot
If she
go
tried to
down.
throw the pot in
And
the
you're
water,
gonna see
then
the
she
water
got what she
slide.
got.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
Unfortunately.
The water and the pot, I still don't feel like he should have shot her and shield her.
Then what should have happened? What should have happened? What should have happened? What should have
They
happened?
got tasers. They got batons.
So what if
It's
she
a pot
died?
of hot
So what
water.
if she died from a
Order in
taser?
court.
It wouldn't have been, he wouldn't have got the same charges.
But what if she died
He
from a
wouldn't have got the
taser?
same charges.
That's a murder charge.
He wouldn't have got the same
If he would have
charges.
tased her and she died, what would have happened?
He still would have got
You
it.
said
Shot her in the
the girl,
arm.
you said the girl was schizophrenic or whatever.
And paranoia.
Say she
You
was
see the
crazy.
water? You gotta slide. You gotta keep watching.
I was cutting my grass and hit the panic button
Pops
on my
up
remote
with
to
the
my
pot.
lawn.
You're gonna see the pot.
It's
The
go
police
How's
showed
it?
up.
Rest in peace, her man, because it's unfortunate.
But this is
So
my.
when the police showed up, I'm like,
She's
what
popping
y'all
up right
doing?
here.
The 2 officers.
Coming from the ground, you see
2
her
weeks
there,
later,
pop it right there.
police showed up to my neighbor
You
house.
see the
It was
pot,
7 cars.
her throwing the
I'm
pot.
like, why y'all
You
coming
gotta
to
slide
7
to
cars?
see the
He
water.
said,
That's
show your
And I
address
want you to watch
and
right
what
here.
known
See, what the hell is that? I ain't know
That's the
what-
pot.
Why she got it in her
How
hand?
many people
They told her to get it off the oven.
What happened at your house?
They
So
told her
we
to go
don't
get it
send
off the
police
oven.
to your house.
They told her to get it off.
Yes.
Instead of leaving it alone.
Yes.
Police
He
That's
threatened her with
weird.
that.
And I might be
Swipe
crazy
it. You
than my
gotta
next
watch
door
it. You
neighbor.
gotta
You understand what
swipe
I'm
it to
saying?
see the
My next door
slide.
neighbor, him and his girl be fighting.
Go listen to the video from the beginning.
Sit in the back up.
Him and the officer walk over because
So
they can't
based
see
on
her.
your
It
history
appears
with the
that they can't
police,
see her behind
to
this.
determine how they come out.
So they already knew that she was a problem before they got there.
No, they
Is
only
what
see
you're
2
saying.
officers.
But what I'm saying is, did she have a record
Look.
of schizophrenia before they got
Yes,
there?
that's what her family said.
So the police
family
knew.
said
So the police
it, yeah.
knew that she was crazy, kind
Yeah,
of.
her family, no, her family know it.
Okay,
They
so look, it's
said
right there
that
on the
wasn't
big
the first
screen.
time. Even the neighbors said that they've been called over there several times to her house.
So she's been a problem.
No, she has mental illness.
So she's been a problem.
So they knew she had.
Look, they get ready to show. Look,
Yeah, look. So she picked up a pot and she says, okay,
they
I'm
told her
sorry.
to go get it.
Why-
They said it was hot and they don't want
Why
the house
did
to
her
catch on
parents let her
fire.
live by herself?
Oh, yeah.
Hell, why did your mama let you live by
She
yourself?
probably can't afford nobody
I
else.
ain't crazy.
You are.
I cannot. You already
Okay,
Yeah.
so my niece is bipolar schizophrenic,
Go get her.
Everybody got them in the family,
and
whether they admit it or not.
and I noticed a lot of different
Okay.
things.
And listen to him how he was talking to her when they first
Yeah,
got to
crazy.
the house.
He was talking to crazy.
So they wanted some smoke anyway.
Because
But I truly believe
Let's
that
see if
if
he
she
get off.
moved away from that pot, then she would have not got shot. I truly believe that. I don't believe that. I believe if she would have left that pot alone and listened to what the cops
he ain't
said,
gonna be
she would
found.
not got
He's
shot.
gonna
You
be
shoot a person
Because it's
3
first degree.
times. You
Okay, they can
If
change
you
it to
throw
second
hot
degree. It
boiled
just
water at
happened.
a police officer,
Manslaughter. He gonna get something.
it's about that.
Look, they asked her what took her so long to come to the door. This is what they asked her. She said, I needed to put on some clothes. But you see how fast I'm talking, as clear as I'm talking? She could not do that.
So she's slow.
Like I said, listen to the video.
I didn't see. All I saw was this part.
No.
And she sounded coherent here.
No.
She said, "I rebuke you in the name of
Because
Jesus."
they said something about the house burning down and burning with them in there. That's when she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So if you're a black person, I can't talk about green, purple, white, yellow, green, the little song. But I am saying black people, you know how they say, oh, something bad gonna happen to you or whatever. Black, right. So black people gonna say, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Okay, that's
The
fine.
devil is a lie.
Step
So
away
when the
from that pot.
dudes, she said that though, that's when the white cop said, he said, you better not. I'm gonna shoot you in your
better
fucking
not.
face.
And he's saying you better not. We're talking about the pot.
You
Not
know,
about rebuking.
no, it was about the rebuking you in the name of Jesus. watch the video. Can we turn this up right here?
You better not rebuke me.
That's what he said.
He's the devil, Joey.
That's what he said. That's how you know the devil get mad. You know it's black.
You better
not rebuke me. I'll shoot you in your fucking face.
Throw that hot boiling
No,
water
the
on me. Which one is
rebuking.
it?
The rebuking, and he said I'll shoot you in your fucking face.
Okay, so here.
Even if she said, I'm gonna throw the water on you, I'll shoot you in your fucking face.
Can we turn the audio on?
I tell you your house.
It's right there. Look, it's on there, but we
Why
trying.
would I sit there and say?
What you say? Hold on, he got to try.
Don't say that. Why I shoot you in your fucking face?
But we got to go to the beginning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When she was at the door.
Him saying that,
Yeah.
he was getting ready, he was putting out his
Yeah, while she was had her hand on a boiling pot of water.
He told her to go do that though.
No, he told her to. You better not. You better not throw that boiling
No,
pot.
he did not.
He said you better not.
Joey, listen to it. Can you please
Yeah,
play the audio?
Play the audio. Play the audio. That's what we.
No, I'm not. No, I don't. Your mama needs.
Oh, hey, listen. It was unfortunate. He definitely was excessive. But what I'm saying is, she had a boiling pot of water in her hand. If she would have moved away, and she would have been like,
Only church people will understand what happened in that part.
I guess so. But when they told her to put that pot down, she should have put that pot down.
What audio?
In just seconds, and we need to warn
I would
you
just
the
lay it on the
footage
floor.
is graphic, but not
Okay,
right away.
now look.
The officers who were called to her home spent several minutes with
Let
her
it go from the
gathering
beginning.
information about
Is
the
this the right
911
one?
call she initially
What
placed.
you're watching is not what you're hearing.
Deputies arrived
Oh,
to
really?
Sonia Massey's house on July
See-
6th after she
Wow.
reported
Let's
a
see, look.
possible intruder. Body camera video shows them searching her property and
That's
taking
not it.
special interest in a car with broken windows. They knock at least 5 times and Massey
It's not
comes to the
showing.
door, mumbling something to Deputy Sean Grayson,
That's
who
not it.
responds. The conversation appears to be wrapping up about a minute later.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Then
Okay.
deputies ask more about that car and wind up coming inside Massey's house for some questions.
Why they
You gotta see
come
the
They
inside?
video.
notice the
Right.
stove is on. Massey
They
goes
want-
over to the pot of water and things take a fatal turn.
This ain't right.
Why is she at the pot of water?
That's not right.
It's not the same thing you listen to.
No, but that's not right. So you don't need to play that no more. You can turn it down. It's not right. They skipped probably a whole 8 minutes.
Massey places the
Damn,
pot
there's a
down.
video like that.
Yes.
I didn't see that. I just saw
They skipped the whole
I
8
just saw
minutes.
the Instagram clip.
They skipped how they got in her house, how they asked her name. She was sitting on the sofa. They asked her name. She was like, Then they said, well, where's your ID?
Oh, I didn't see all that.
Right. They asked her what took her so long to come to the door. She said, I had to find some clothes to put on. Like, they went, right. So that's what I'm
I
saying.
ain't see none of that. All I saw.
Right.
was
That's
the
what I'm
clip
saying. So
was
that
in
right there, it skipped like 8 minutes of what happened
But it
before
shows
that.
what happens though.
No, it doesn't. Watch from the beginning.
It shows the basics.
It does not.
Step away from the pot, ma'am.
No, go back. Well, y'all watching in y'all own time then. What does it say? Thomas said, this has become an epidemic, killing our neighbors who suffer from mental illness. The cops need to be trained on how to handle a person who suffers with mental illness, like I said.
I agree.
Same thing I said.
I agree.
But I want y'all to see the video, from the real video. From their body cam, from when this is when they first start encountering her right here, right? Look at that. And if y'all on time, find that. But that is the beginning when they first they were banging and trying to find out what took her so long to come to the door, and it took her a minute to get it out. I was trying to find some clothes to put on. No, it was
Okay, so here's my question to you: if that was your son and your son's a police officer and he's going to a crazy person's house and he tells the crazy person put down the pot of hot boiling water.
after he told her ass to go pick it up or go turn it off and
I
don't let the
know.
house catch
I
fire.
didn't hear that
with
in
us
the video.
in there. It's
in the
on
video,
there.
it says put that. You better not step away from the water.
No, and you better not rebuke me.
Oh my.
You think it sounds crazy as hell, but it's
Yeah,
what
it
he
do.
said.
It do. It just sounded like he was telling us to put the
No,
pot
he
down.
said you
Why does she have the pot in her hand? She
because
said-
they said go to the stove so the house don't catch fire
To
with us
turn
in
it
here.
off.
But think about it. All right, if she is all right, so let me just say this. All right, if she is a person who's suffering with mental illness, right, and you see a cop coming at you, and you a black person, any person of color, whatever.
They weren't coming at her.
And
She asked them where were they going.
She called them, didn't she?
She called them.
No,
right?
She
when
called them
they
to their
no,
house.
I'm talking about with the pot. When they told her to move the pot, that's why I said you have to see the whole video
gotta
and
see
listen
that.
to the audio. They told her to move the pot because of the fire, right? He did put a gun first, but When they moved away. No,
He
they
ain't
were
got no
walking
gun.
away.
He ain't got no gun at that point.
When he told her to do the pot. When she went to move the pot, they started walking away. She was like, "Where are y'all going?" And then they said, "Well, we don't want the house to catch fire with us in here or whatever." And that's when she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And then he said, "You better not, else I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking face." It was just like that.
So she's rebuking them because they're walking away from her.
She's rebuking them because the house catching on fire with them in there. That's what he said.
You have to listen to what.
But if you don't go to church and you on your, then you probably wouldn't even get the.
White churches don't talk about rebuking.
Absolutely.
And
so that's why he was scared.
That white officer don't give a damn about no rebuking.
That she was doing some
that white
voodoo or
officer
something.
don't give a damn about that black
Yeah,
lady
I think he
rebuking
was
him.
afraid and thought it was some voodoo.
White
or
people
something.
been getting rebukes in slavery. That nigga don't give a damn about no rebuke. He doing his job.
Michelle.
Ashley, your strawberry candy over there. You way over there. I put that ball right there for you, and Yanni brought the candy.
I mean, if I was the officer, I'd be wondering why she was rebuking me for.
I wouldn't give a damn about that. I told you step away from that pot. You still by that pot. Now you playing. And it's unfortunate that you playing, but you
She
playing.
was like,
What the hell you doing with that pot?
I'm gonna boil with water anyway.
Okay.
He might have just watched Tyler Perry and the nigga got grits on his head. He might not be trying to go through that. He ain't. What you doing with that pot, young lady? It's unfortunate.
Well, I want you to watch the video.
I gotta watch that whole video.
The
part
video.
I saw, they said step away from that pot. You better not.
That was
And
not
she's
what
still
you
in
heard.
there with the pot in her hand. Okay.
Okay, before this go off, we gonna find this video.
So what I want to know in the video, did she ever throw the pot?
No, you're right. But what the hell was she doing with that pot? What the hell she was doing with that pot?
She was ready. So basically, she was ready if something was
What
about
the
to
hell?
happen.
What she was doing with that pot?
Okay, she could have been getting ready to make her some noodles or wash her drawers. Y'all don't know. It was boiling before they got there.
And the officer say, you better not.
That's not what happened. Y'all ain't leaving till I play that video. Okay, geography. Because this is a pointless conversation. Y'all didn't do y'all homework. On the Marco Polo, y'all were told to watch the whole video.
I couldn't watch the video.
Okay, so geography. Which language has the most native speakers? Spanish, English, or Mandarin?
Spanish.
Mandarin.
Okay,
history. According to the legend, which of King Arthur's knights had the purest heart and was therefore able to attain the Holy Grail? Was it Percival, Lancelot, or Galahad?
Lancelot.
What?
Percival.
What was the question?
According to the legend. King Arthur's knights.
So Lancelot.
Which had the purest heart, therefore was able to attain the Holy Grail?
I don't know.
Percival, Lancelot, or Galahad?
I didn't know that people, so I don't know.
Galahad. Okay, next. Ace. ACE is a term that refers to an action in which sport? Golf, volleyball, or both?
ACE?
Both.
I was wrestling. So
Both. That's correct, both. And the last one, science. This is in the science category. Which is the smallest unit of memory size? Kilobyte, megabyte, or gigabyte?
Kilobyte.
Correct. Kilobyte. That should be easy.
I got a question for y'all tonight.
What is the question?
If a person is born deaf,
Oh, yeah.
what language do they listen in?
Do they sign in?
Sign language.
What language do they brain recognize?
Sign language.
Yes. If a person is born deaf,
What the hell?
what language do they communicate in?
Do they sign in?
Japanese.
Go ahead, Michelle.
It's some dots, ain't it?
That's Braille.
It's some dots. That's for the blind. That's the blind. She said it's on that. She don't even handicap. That's all. Same difference. She said KC can't hear all the same.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Totally different.
They ain't able. That's all she does. That's okay.
English, whatever they read, whatever they
How the hell is English when they?
Sound like
English, they can read.
So what if they born in over there like Russia or something like that? It's still English?
Whatever the brain is taught.
Oh, okay.
Braille.
Whatever the brain is
They
called.
deaf.
Sign language.
Braille is blind.
Braille is blind people.
You can still
How you gonna
read
sound it
it.
out if you
So
deaf?
people, no. So they.
Come on,
it's-
Dominic. I'm trying to make it sound.
How do they
No.
sign?
They don't. They.
You wanted this to be messy.
Now the question is, what
Yeah.
language though? What
Yeah.
language would it be though? That's a good question.
English.
It's sign language, but if you are from, it depends on what country you're from.
A,
They,
B, C, D.
yeah, they
Yeah, but
teach-
everybody's ABCD's not the
Yeah,
same.
so however that language is, that's
Yeah.
how they sign in. So
That is the
Yeah,
correct
they're
answer.
taught how to sign.
Yeah.
Because the sign language, it is, what is it, 300
Universal.
It's
something?
300 something, yeah.
Yeah, different ways, it's, for sign
There's
language.
3 different.
300 something.
Do it again. How you do it?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So, like, for
What's
example,
up?
when I went out of
You know this
town,
is right.
you know what I ain't doing this.
I love you.
That's Batman.
That's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, boy. So
I love
when I
you.
went out of town and it
I
was
forgot.
somebody that was doing
A,
sign language, I
B,
noticed that they do a
C,
video
D, E.
doing sign language.
Oh,
We
F,
talk to each other on the phone.
G.
We're not doing that tonight.
That look like flicked it. That look like flicked it. Do it again. That look like flicked it.
No. You know this is
That look
right.
like flicked it.
West
Look at your
side.
fingers.
What side?
I know, but I'm saying they look flicked it. Like they say flicked
His
it.
fingers split, especially.
Yeah, you see them? Mine don't like they do it. I don't know. But anyway. Well, okay, I don't know if we did this one before, but I just wanted to do it just to break up the monotony. On the show Atlanta, Antoine Smalls wanted to be called Harrison. For what reason? So did anybody remember the movie Atlanta?
Because he's a twinkle toe.
No, he wanted to be called Harrison. So, A, it was his rap name. B, it was his transracial identity. C, it was his middle name. Or D, it was his real name.
What is
Real name?
Racial.
Talking the movie?
In the movie or show,
What
Atlanta.
is a trans?
I'm finna tell you in a minute what it is. I just wanted the answer. Y'all know the answer?
Transracial.
I said that's his real name.
Transracial.
In the show Atlanta, Antoine Smalls wanted to be called Harrison for what reason? A, it was his rap name. B, it was his transracial identity. C, it was his middle name. And D, it was his real name. Time to say a real name.
Transracial identity.
Middle name.
I don't know him.
And what did you say?
Real name.
Real name. Okay, so the answer is it was his transracial identity. So let me explain transracial identity. So, Iban, what is one of your cousin's names or family members' names that their mama was being unique? I'll come up with one.
Come again, say what?
What is a name that your family member, or it could be your neighbor, we're going to say your neighbor, they wanted their baby to have a special name. They wanted it to be unique. The only name that they had. You know, they're going to be the only one.
LaQuisha?
Okay, so LaQuisha.
Well,
So when LaQuisha goes to school and LaQuisha tries to get a job and LaQuisha's resume comes across the table, LaQuisha's application is going where?
to the left.
Depending on her resume.
And that's if it's one of us. Okay, so Antoine,
Who's doing the hiring?
right. Antoine did not want to be Antoine because there is not a white Antoine. There is not an Asian Antoine. So he wanted to be Harrison.
He didn't know that he was an Asian.
So what he said, that was his transracial identity. He didn't want his application to go in the trash. So he didn't want to be Antoine. He wanted to be Harrison.
But that was his
So
real
that's
name,
why
wasn't
they
it?
called him, like my
I thought
cousin,
that was his real
like
name.
my cousin name.
It was
is
his yes. We can't talk right now. Call me back.
Over
She in Tennessee.
Over Dominic Hall.
Tennessee.
Don't lie like that.
She at home with her husband.
Yeah, she at home.
If you paid attention to Marco Polo, you would know that. But
That's not me.
she told us on Marco Polo. We'll tell Joy to catch up.
Oh yeah, I caught up.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I caught
She
up.
gave us a message. She said,
caught
I'm
up.
at home.
I caught up.
Look, what's this? Our daddy's home. Mama's home. Well, it seems like because we had so many controversial topics that we couldn't stay on and we could not complete because people didn't do their homework, we might end on time tonight. And I am so disappointed. so disappointed.
Reality show.
What's the name of it? Transatlanta.
What'd you say? You see one on every corner there.
What's it called?
So, well, we got Joey here. Let's see what Joey has to say. And Ashley about Kamala. Because we was talking about Kamala before Joey got here. So we need Joey to talk because all of us talked about Kamala and Biden and all that. So what's your thoughts on that?
I feel like
step down.
I feel like
She just said she just left me 2 Marco Polos.
Next coming to the mic is my man. Joey.
Honestly,
We got here, Joey. He's a male speaking on a female president.
honestly,
Y'all give it up to Joey.
honestly,
Come on, Joey.
They got his back down there.
Okay, I appreciate Kamala Harris. I think that she is a breath of fresh air compared to the toxicity that America has been going through. I think that if she is lucky enough to win, it'll be something America, needs. The first black president. I mean, the first female president and the first female black president.
She's black. She's half.
Okay, half.
But there's one drop of blood, black blood, being president.
I'm not tripping about that because at the end of the day, the president's figurehead. They don't really control much anyways. But what I'm saying,
absolutely, that's what I
said. It's the Congress, you know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, if she's lucky enough to be in there, I think it's something good for America. Turn, because it is kind of crazy just having Trump doing what he's been doing. Like, if you really think about it and step out of the box and look at what's been going on, like, Trump has had a hell of a life. Like, so. Like I was saying, I would love to see Kamala in the office because, but I think Trump is going to be in that thing because he's overcome too much. Like, he's overcome too much. I think he got so much behind him. He just got. Saying came
he didn't get shot. That was a lie.
He came up, threw up the black pride.
He had some
black
food
pride,
coloring.
Black power.
Black
power. He threw up black power when he got shot. So you know what I'm saying? He's doing.
He did not get shot.
Whatever. Joy, you ain't see his knuckles.
It was food coloring.
I truly believe something's fishy about that situation. But,
it was food coloring.
I know. Let the bullet stop.
Well, Roscoe said he was shot that way. Roscoe said he was shot that way.
Yeah, you're right. Or
with food color.
Right. What I said is, how the hell you let a shooter get
up the roof? That's all I'm saying.
It was food coloring.
That's when it was fishy. When I first saw it, you're right. But at the same time, until we got evidence, you can't say that shit.
It was food coloring.
If you ain't never been hit like that, if the gun ain't pointed at you, you don't know how to shoot, you might hit a pump. Like, damn.
Exactly. You don't even know you shot.
You're not gonna react like if I'm actually.
No, it was a scam.
Hold up for a minute.
I ain't gonna say agree on live. When we turn the cameras off, we can talk.
He didn't have full Secret Service security.
Turn the cameras off.
Only 2 of them were Secret Service. Everybody else were local authorities.
But think about it.
Okay, listen.
Secret Service lady in trouble.
He probably trusted them. He probably was so trusted.
He was in a hick town.
He probably trusted.
For next week.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us.
The guy that's on TikTok, he has girls reaching out to him while he's in prison. He looks like the Joker. He's the one that murdered the 2 women.
Oh no, you gotta send it to us.
Wade Wilson.
Thomas.
Wade Wilson. I think it's Wade Wilson.
Send it
I
to
seen
us.
it on TikTok.
So we can see what she's
into
talking about
that.
because we'll watch it in the video. Well, I guess it means it's picture time. Darn it. It was fun. We was all over the place, so that's what I like.
I know, man. I caught the energy at the end, man. I be hearing that shit, man. I catching that energy at the beginning, man. I caught it at the end, though, but it's cool, though. I got y'all next time.
We gave you a shout, y'all. We gave both y'all a shout out from the beginning.
Appreciate y'all, man.
We did every week.
Appreciate y'all.
Every week. Anyway, on Thursday, did y'all turn me off? You turned me off.
No, feedback.
Oh, okay. I turned down the feedback. Okay, y'all, check me out. Just Pr1ma and all my friends on the playground every Thursday night. Call in at 678-661-1819. Making calls 770-322-4022. We will be back next week. Hopefully, everyone.
She'll be here actually July
And
30th.
convince us.
We ain't gonna have no secret. We ain't gonna have no secret service. We gonna have real people here.
July 30th. So
She ain't gotta worry
we're
about
gonna have the
that.
hood
Yeah,
for
she
you.
ain't gotta worry about
Right,
that. She ain't gotta worry
right.
about none of that.
Right, you ain't gonna have to worry,
You ain't
Kamala.
gonna need the secret
You ain't gonna need a
service.
secret
Yeah.
service. You gonna
having
have
no
the
weirdo on
service,
the roof.
okay?
Right. Gonna call it, well, Trump a G because he went to Fulton County Jail.
Yeah.
That's a real G. He
Glad
been in
he
the
took
trenches.
He went to Fulton County Jail. He ain't
went
even.
no
He ain't even.
damn well.
They only took him to the door and took a picture. Then took his
Yeah.
ass back out.
That hater don't look good on y'all. That hater don't look good on y'all.
That's the same thing they did with
Right.
Obama.
Ashley
What that
said-
mean?
What you say, Ashley? What is it? Ashley, what is it? That's right. They said he a rapper. We said last week. Now he a rapper. Now he gonna get the bestseller, top of the charts, cause he done made it. He done made it. You know that's where I gonna see now. So Ashley gonna be the second technician, third technician.
Trump a real G. He done been shot. Got 38, 59 left. Bad chick on the side.
Oh, she done left that.
She be back.
They ain't together no more. But he got more. For her, what's in the stable?
Before we go, did you hear about them Epstein files that recently became published that was talking about the ages of the kids that Trump was having sex with on that island?
Ooh.
Oh no, but
The Epstein files.
well, you put him on Marco Polo for us.
Sex with a 13-year-old.
Yep.
And that woman went to trial. Testified.
And they still found him not guilty. Not guilty, right?
No, they weren't going after Trump. They just wanted Epstein.
Epstein,
They wanted him. But I'm pretty sure, because this just came out. These files were just.
Some came out in my family too.
He was having sex with 13-year-old kids.
What the
So
fuck?
that's the type
Some
of
of them files.
president that y'all want
What
to
the fuck?
have.
All your presidents been like that.
Somebody.
That's a lie. That's a
damn
lie. That's a lie.
Ashley, how you
That's a lie. I rebuke.
Ashley,
In the name of
Watch
Jesus.
out now. Watch out now. Watch
In the
out.
name of Jesus.
Watch
I
out.
can't been on no island
How
having
you
sex
think?
with a 13-year-old.
How you think Barack got light skin?
He
Hello.
been over there
He
doing
ain't even
that.
like.
But he didn't do it. He ain't.
His
He
daddy
was
did.
Epstein files.